Imagine you're on a plane with 100 other people and it's finally your time for some snacks when all of a sudden, the plane crashes and you find yourself in the middle of nowhere. You have no idea who's alive, when you're gonna get saved, and most importantly, you're not alone as there are parasites on this island. And so the question is, will I be able to survive 5 real-life days on a parasite-infested island, or will I die and join the parasites? Watch to the end of the video to find out what happens. After I woke up from the plane crash, I immediately started getting resources. It's getting resources.
Oh, survivor. Hello.
Howdy. Listen, whatever's in that building is gonna absolutely try to kill us, so we need to...
100%. Let me get my crap together.
Yeah,
get tools.
Yeah,
I was so worried I was gonna be by myself, man.
Listen, it's fine, okay? I'll chill with you. Don't worry. We can work together to get some beginning resources. After me and mine found some basic resources, we'd come across a massive ravine, and since we saw lots of iron, we decided to head down there for iron, tools, and armor. Everything was going fine, nothing bad had happened yet, and me and mine had managed to get plenty of resources, and while I was smelting iron and mine was mining some coal, she was attacked by a massive horde of parasites that one-shot her immediately, and these guys are freaking little, and they're one-shotting people? I saw this and immediately knew I had to try to save mine. What? Now, as I was making my heroic attempt to save mine's life, Purple Sheep saw that mine was about to die and decided to come in to save the day.
I think the first day it's all good.
After mine's near-death experience, we decided it would be best if we safely mined from here on out.
Yeah, it just one-shot me, man. I didn't even see it coming.
That's terrifying. That's great to know. Yeah, sweet. Just dies. Oh,
that's what I get. I jinxed it. Oh, weird.
I'm good.
Hello?
I'm good. After that jump scare and heart drop right there, I decided I was going to make some iron armor and some iron tools to help prevent myself from dying. Now that I had full iron armor, I was a little more comfortable with mining in the caves. However, I was still going to mine very safely. I'm not taking any risks at the beginning of this event. I can't afford that. Anyways, I would then come across some lapis and would end up fighting a skeleton.
Oh, server restarting.
Just some really quick context, the servers were starting because the parasites are doing more damage than they should have. Anyways, why? I'm alive.
Did you fall again?
Yeah, the skeleton shot me off and stuff. Once the server was back up, I would continue on mining, and I mined very safely from here on out. We would end our mining trip off mining 5 diamonds, and we'd also gain lots of different types of ores for us to use later on, and I also had like 3 different types of lead and tin and copper. I don't know what that was about, but we headed up to the surface where we would come across a village. Now as soon as we approached the village, a freaking parasite showed up right behind us and spawned in parasites. I don't understand this. Anyways, we didn't even notice it, so we continued on where we would come across our house where we would spend the night, as we were pretty scared of the parasites, reasonably, and decided we were going to spend the night in this mansion, which we would come to love quite easily.
Okay, you're up here. Hi. Oh, this is a perfect place. Holy hell.
Yeah, this is perfect.
This is amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna make this a little safer, and we're gonna chill here. We decided to take our time in the house pretty easily. We decided to use it just to smelt ores and explore the mod pack a little bit more, and then eventually we're interrupted by an old guy.
Hey yo, Survivor, I found another one of these villages like 4 blocks away.
That's cool.
Oh, hi, welcome in.
Hey, welcome.
Can I come in?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, go ahead, come on in.
Seeing how broke Welcomin was, I decided I was gonna flex my resources on him.
And bottles.
I have steak.
And strength potion.
Welcomin barely won that flex-off battle, but anyways, from here on, I decided I was gonna work with Welcomin TV, as I knew this bag of bones would not be able to survive the parasites on his own. And then we came across a mansion. Yo, whoa, hello there!
Look at this giant mansion.
Now, it is important in a Parasite Apocalypse to look absolutely snazzy, so I decided I was going to make a beret which gives me speed, and by the way, I just look drippy now. Anyways, we would then go mining, as we knew if we wanted to survive the Parasites, we were going to need full diamond armor. Welcome would take this time to mine all the diamonds, and then we would share them to both get full diamond armor, while I would mine the gold, which I would turn into golden apples later on. And by the way, I think it was Welcome's #1 goal to drive me just a little bit crazy. Wait.
We're not crazy. I was crazy once.
Oh my god, please,
locked me in a room.
please stop, please.
A rubber room.
Please. The amount of times I have heard that song, I've heard that thing is crazy. Okay, no, wait, no.
I was crazy once.
No, screw it. After having a successful amount of time in the caves, we decided we were gonna go strip mining when we were interrupted by these two random people. Oh, it's two people.
And multiple people.
What's good? So you know that feeling when you're in a dark alleyway and then you see two strangers down the alleyway and you're just a little freaked out? Yeah, that's how I felt right now, as I didn't like these two diamond armor people coming into our strip mine uninvited. We're done.
Just mining.
Yeah.
With enchanting table or books?
No, we just found these in the dungeon that's nearby. I would end up coming across a massive diamond vein, and I knew I was gonna have to mine this extremely fast, as I didn't want our two strangers to see me mining like a giant diamond vein and then go, oh yeah, I want some of that, and then try to kill us. So I mined it up quickly, and then we continued on mining and finally left that cave, where we would go up into the surface, and on top of the surface we would realize a little something important. We were very lost, and so thankfully we saw our village in the distance, and so we continued on, where we would run into something extremely terrifying.
My mother hits me.
Oh look, there it is. Go.
I'm a Jew.
Oh!
Oh, what is that?
Go!
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 What is that?
Just get into the house. Nah.
Run away. Is this even us?
I don't care. We're coming in. After meeting whatever the heck that thing was, we knew we needed to start upgrading our gear, like, now. Like, we needed to get this done. So we made full diamond armor, finally made diamond tools, and then even thought about enchanting. I didn't have enough levels to worry about it, and in the morning, when it was daytime, I actually ended up taming a dog. I don't know why I did this, I just wanted a friend, okay? Yeah! Fun fact, in-game Survivor never named this dog, so you guys can do that in the comments. Anyways, me and Welcomin would continue exploring. We decided we wanted to explore the map, and we would come across a massive dungeon. Dungeons are pretty useful. They have multiple layers to it, and each layer has like a difficulty and a gear set. Like, the top level would have something useless like apples, when you could actually use the apples to make golden apples, so it's kind of useful. We would find that this place is like flooded with mobs pretty quickly. We came across the nether section. The nether section is literally the hardest section, and you are about to see exactly why.
Ah! Survivor!
Oh
I'm a bit scared.
But you should probably try not to be down there.
Alright, I blocked off the chest completely. That was a little terrifying for my taste.
After that, me and Welcomin would end up separating. I focused to staying at the top of the third layer of the dungeon, where I would mine quartz for levels and rain lava down on my enemies. Meanwhile, Welcomin TV was looting the entire dungeon, and eventually he was pretty successful to the point where we would meet up again and head back up to the surface. Once here, we would continue adventuring throughout the island, as we mostly wanted to come across the crashed plane, and it would take us all day and we would have no luck finding the plane until we came across a mountain containing a player known as Lon, and we would say hi to him.
Hello. Do you see it?
Hello, Lon.
Hello. Yo, what up?
Oh,
Do you know who that is over there?
it's your neighbors. What's that helmet you got on?
Too much information at once.
I think Gamrock lives there.
Gumrock?
Yeah.
I'm going.
Gumrock! Since we were familiar with Gumrock, we decided to ditch Lon and immediately head up the mountain where Gumrock's base was, and here we would say hi to Gumrock.
Yo, how's it doing, man?
Hey, how many members are on your team?
Two.
Us
Just you
two.
two?
Yeah.
You guys want to join us?
Hey,
Well, we have
a
our own
home.
building. We have like a level 30 enchant table.
by the way, that guy
We
is
can
dead
bring
all
it
the way
up.
over there.
We have a bunch of books. Hey,
Oh,
don't
he's
rescue
dead.
him. Don't rescue him. He's alone.
Why?
Because he has really, really good stuff that we can take off his body.
Oh, thanks, Gumrock. Thanks, Gumrock. So instead of reviving Lon, we decided we were going to sneak around to where his body was and just wait for him to despawn. Now, when Anthony figured this out, he had a few words he wanted to say to us about this.
I'm trying to get this guy's stuff after he got this.
Oh, you're fake. You're fake.
We're not fake.
I was gonna go red zone.
Anthony would ask about joining our team, which we immediately let him in, and this would result in our team being a team of 6, and we would approach Lon's body and have a moment of silence for this man, too. Yo!
You guys are actually fake, bro.
You were
Like
so
the
fake.
vultures.
We're so
You're
fake.
I'll take
Like
that.
vultures to the swarm.
After looting Lon's dead body, we would end up having a final team set. This team was me, Welcome TV, Gumrock, Red Grumble, Naomaze, and Anthony, making it a team of 6, which was pretty close to what the maximum amount of members we could have at the time. To repay Gumrock for his kindness, we went to the dungeon that was right underneath their base where we would loot this place and also have to fight tons of mobs, which gained us a little bit of XP. I also climbed literally the longest ladder I had ever climbed in Minecraft, and then after that we decided that me and Welcome needed to grab our resources from our house. After grabbing everything we needed and turning my 1 dog into 3 dogs, we decided to look for more player bases, and we would come across a player base called Mexico. Mexico was owned by Gumrock's girlfriend, which kind of makes sense why we came here first, and we had a couple of chats here that just summarized our participation in this event perfectly.
We let a guy die so we could get his stuff.
Yeah, you
just
stand
got
no
no chance
against our
That sounds like a welcoming moment.
It really does, doesn't it? But it was his idea.
Actually, it's someone else's idea.
Is he your mentor now? Come on.
You could say that.
I think when
I was staring into the eye that
What's
was
happening
covered.
over there?
During the night, we decided we were going to head back to Gumrock's base, and it was here we actually decided to make it more of a home. Gumrock was kind enough to let all of us make our own rooms in the base, and so I decided to get to work on that, and here is a montage of me working on my little home. And that right there was the end of day 1. Alright, day 2 wasn't really important at all, as not many important things happened. We mostly focused on this day to enchant our gear and just focus on exploring the mod pack. For example, I got some really good enchantments on my boots, which I would rely on in this entire event. Depth Strider 3 was definitely the move. We also decided today we were going to go dungeon hunting, but before going dungeon hunting, we would come across MI Genius and her friend, Dynal, and we decided to say hello, and I would catch up with MI Genius once again.
Okay. There definitely are some. Oh, hi, Survivor.
What's up?
What's poppin'?
Hey, welcome in. Remember
Nothing much.
when we
I'm
were
kinda
looking for
chilling
Haley
now.
Space and there was that tower over that way?
Yeah, I see you're with a fun group.
Yeah, I'm with a really fun group. As we were heading out, we would come across a parasite, and for some reason, we decided to mess with this parasite, and this ended up not going well in the slightest.
Nice
shot. Oh, great shot.
Okay, they got the. It's coming.
I hit him! Save me!
Don't run into green! Don't run into green!
Oh god!
Luckily, I was easily revived by MI Genius, and then carefully continued on, as we decided we needed to go to dungeons. After dealing with the parasite, we headed off onto an adventure where we would go through multiple dungeons, and here's just all the clips for that.
Or bite one, get one.
Oh!
I can't carry all these potions.
I would come, but I'm getting harassed.
You're gonna what? Now?
After spending some time in our second dungeon, Gumrock would come across a base with its door wide open, which meant we could go inside and explore this mysterious house. Oh, you know what that means, kids.
Does
There's
anyone
no
have
sign.
Oh my god, there's kids out!
Does anyone have explosives?
I wish I had TNT.
Okay, wait, we gotta think about this. How do we do this?
Well,
quickly?
technically we're not allowed to rob, so
What?
What do you mean not allowed to rob?
thievery is not allowed this day.
That doesn't make any sense. If we can blow into people's
Dude,
faces,
they have an
why can't
ammo
we steal?
pass, a chemical laboratory, a blast
Yeah,
furnace.
this is pretty much everything we need for making
Then why can't we take it? What?
It doesn't make sense that we can blow into people's faces, but we can't take it.
Yeah, for real. Come on.
Dang,
I'm
dumb,
just
that's
gonna
what
borrow. I guess I'm just gonna borrow this gold.
What?
I'm gonna walk out, and if I don't see it, it didn't happen.
Oh, shoot.
Oh. So like the good law-abiding citizens that we are, we decided that we were going to leave everything alone and not touch a single thing that didn't belong to us.
I don't care what book that was.
Oh, I'm so
I just
dead.
found
I'm
the-
so dead. I'm so dead.
You just blew everything up. I'm gonna die.
Help me. Help me.
You
Oh,
guys!
God.
Damn it.
What did you do?
Here.
After a long day of dungeon hunting, we had finally gotten back to the base, where I decided here I was gonna increase my dog army just by a little bit, okay? And as for our team, one of our teammates had died, Red Grumble, who had stayed behind on our base, and he had died to fall damage, which brought our team down to a team of 5.
But it's important items
We
to,
found some
to
really
show
cool
you.
items.
Oh, yippee. Oh, this is
don't know.
now I don't have to make any of them.
Excuse me, let me just.
Wow, where did you guys find all this? Was
They-
it just
they-
in a random chest?
No, the base was abandoned,
Yeah.
and there was.
Yeah, we're pretty sure the
door
guy
was
died.
open. The guy, his body was dead in there.
After showing Gumrock those super cool items, we had all decided that we were going to go dungeon hunting once again, and this caused us to run into a player team who also lived right above a dungeon. We would say hi to them before immediately going into their dungeon, which we had permission to do so. This dungeon was extremely rewarding. Whenever we killed some of these skeletons, they had chances of dropping diamond armor, which was extremely helpful. But this dungeon was also extremely dangerous, and a lot of us would take a lot of damage, almost die, and some of us would even die, but we managed to save them. Ow. Ow!
There you, Rezo. Oh,
Don't
snap.
worry, I'm coming, boys. I'm back.
I got him.
Come on, boys, come up.
Let me go away.
Oh, I'm so dead. You screwed me over. Oh my god. Did you get him?
Okay.
I almost died! That would not be my first taste of death, as we were walking over to the helipad, which is going to be one of the biggest event places. I would come face to face with one of the most dangerous parasites there ever was. Also, I would have died if it wasn't for Welcome in TV and Gumrock and Naome's, who literally saved my life. Speed is really fast. I'm gonna be
Where's the big parasite? Oh! Survivor!
We can kill it.
Nah,
We
bro.
got this.
Nah.
Disabled my inventory! He disabled my entire inventory! I can't use my inventory!
Yo, that thing is not nice.
I got it. I think I got it. I did.
Oh my god.
Might spawn another one.
Yeah, we gotta kill those things.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my word. It disabled my entire hotbar. I couldn't use
I
anything.
saw that.
Dude, it
Yeah,
took
you
how
can
I
switch.
actually survived the hit. That's what surprises me.
Where's
Alright,
now,
here,
basically.
this way, guys.
Okay.
Welcome and goes.
Oh my word.
Welcome and goes. Where's the giant parasite survivor?
It rounded the corner and was on you. And I was like, ah!
my heart, bro. Nah.
That's why I ran like a mother.
You're like, there's a big parasite. I'm like, I want to see.
After that parasite experience, we all headed back to the base after doing a couple of things, of course. But anyways, we're back at the base, and at this point, we had kind of separated. We're all going to go do our own things. I had mined a little bit of cobblestone as I needed that, and then I climbed up the ladder where I would then notice a name tag, and then I would die.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thankfully, Gumrock had saved my life, and I wouldn't be dealing with the cringe that I had died and lost the event because of a ladder. A little while later, Nameace would hook me up with a commando set. Commando sets are extremely useful, although they're a little worse than full diamond armor. The commando sets give you the ability to run faster, have jump boost, and just are overall really good. Although it seems like you can't enchant them, you can actually combine them with books to get prop 4 commando gear, which is just insane. So my dog army has gotten pretty big at this point, and I was just chilling. I was just talking to Welkman and Gumrock about the enchantments when all of a sudden...
Are you sure?
Oh my god.
I can put prop 3 on here if I do it. But
that is so good because that is so good.
Ah!
Time to do
Oh, what the hell?
One of his dogs
that's
got
a-
assimilated. One of his dogs assimilated and teleported to him.
Surprisingly, all of my dogs are completely fine, which is kind of a good thing, because imagine if all of these dogs just teleported to me and I would have just died on the spot. Once we had all gotten full commando sets, we had decided we were going to go on a bit of a walk, and we actually wanted to go to the helipad, and when we headed over there, we would run into a very orange man who seemed to be living at this base, which we did not like at all, as this base was just the base of bases. You like want to live here no matter what.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello there.
How are you doing?
Hello.
Don't open the door for the
Don't open the door.
Whoa, whoa.
Don't open the door.
Whoa, whoa,
Is this
whoa.
not
Don't
part of
open the door.
story?
Yeah, I thought this was story stuff.
Yeah, this is story stuff. So from what it looked like, we were pretty sure Protagonist was actually living in this reinforced base, which we did not like at all, as this base was quote-unquote story-based. I don't really know much about that, but anyways, we were just not happy that Protagonist was here, and so we asked him what was he doing here, and then I'm pretty sure he lied to our face.
We actually have only been here for 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Yeah, this sign has been here for 2 days, so that's a excuse.
Yeah, no, that's
We only got
Emerald
in
Lord.
here.
Emerald Lord put that on day 1.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't own the
So
story.
you all trying to let us in then, or what?
Yeah, let's...
I don't know, man. Gumrock's talking about some villainous story being evil.
Unlike Gumrock, man.
They're not
He's
gonna
evil.
hurt
Dude,
you.
would I
Gumrock's
let
evil.
Gumrock? Would I let Gumrock on my team if I was gonna be evil? Like, come on now.
Yes.
Yes!
You would.
We really wanted to get inside of this base, but no matter what we tried, Protagonist was not gonna let us in. We even threatened to blow in the door, but the walls were reinforced, so nothing we did would do anything. But luckily, we had Naome's with a boat.
Protect, I got it. Who's got it? Who's got it?
That man did it, baby.
No way.
Easy work.
Get out of here.
Easy
Get
work.
out of here. You're not
All right,
supposed to be
everyone get some wood.
Somehow we managed to get inside of this massive base. I don't know how we did it, but we managed to convince them to let us in. Now, once inside, I saw all of this valuable stuff, and I went, I need this. And so I decided to take a couple of journals. I don't think these have any importance to them. And then I took a Wither Skeleton Skull because I felt like it. Eventually, we would leave Protagonist Space and then go and visit Mexico. Now, for me, personally, I had to log off for the rest of the day, while Welkman was able to go and do some more story stuff. So if you want to go see some more story stuff about this event, go and watch Welkman's video. I don't care, good luck with that. That's the end of day 2. I logged on to day 3 expecting a lot of things. 1, there was a helicopter coming to the island that was going to save 5 people from this island, and immediately I figured that a lot of people would be fighting for those 5 spots. So I prepared myself mentally to go on an absolute killing spree. But of course, I wasn't prepared for what was going to happen later on. Anyways, before we get into that, I had logged on to Mexico, and I had met the Mexican team, and I had immediately said to them, hey, I'm here just for a little bit. I'm gonna stay here until we all go to the helipad all together, because Welkman was allied with the Mexico team. Anyways, while I was with this team, we would run into many parasites who would try to attack us.
These guns hit them.
God.
Got that one. Where's... They both died.
We can res.
Oh, there's another one right there. There's a, yup. Okay.
Oh no.
Nah. Nah, bro, they ain't not worth that. That is not it. That is not it.
What the hell?
Can someone explain to me when the parasites were allowed to shoot freaking missiles at people? I mean, just look at that. That is terrifying. Anyways, I would revive the dead players, and we finally headed off to where the helipad was, where I was going to finally reunite with Welcomin's team. So now that the band was back together, we had all waited patiently at the helipad, waiting for the helicopter to finally arrive, and when it finally did, I'm not gonna lie, I had a couple of the things to say about the helicopter and the pilot that was piloting this thing. I mean, this helicopter pilot, well, I could not be trusted. This flying was terrible. So this pilot shows up, right, and he's expecting like doctors with lab coats, but no, he has to deal with us, and of course, we're ugly, and he was terrified of it, so he pulls up his gun and is like, what the heck are you guys doing here? Now, we decided that we we're gonna let Emerald Lord do all of the talking. One, because he had a great voice, and two, he was the smartest out of all of us, and eventually, we managed to convince the pilot to let us take 5 people, where the pilot would take them back to a research facility, where at the research facility, they were gonna look into if the virus, if there was a cure for this parasite stuff. They were just gonna do some science things that I just can't explain with my tiny brain. So now we had everyone together, and we had to all decide who the 5 people were gonna be diplomatically. So no, we were not gonna all fight each other for the 5 seats. Apparently we were just gonna talk it out and have a nice little chat. So we ended up doing that, and the 5 people were finally selected, where they would be sent off into the distance and off to freedom. But karma would have it, this island does not want you to leave yet, and a parasite would show up and start messing with the helicopter, causing it to crash.
What is that?
They got attacked by a parasite.
What is that?
What? What is what?
We've been hit. Something hit us.
Wild.
Oh, they're on fire! They're on fire! Oh my
I'm losing it. I'm losing thrill. I'm losing thrill.
Cut out the video. Cut it out.
We were all extremely shocked that this just happened, and we were all expecting Miguel O'Hara to show up and be like, canon event has been disrupted by the parasites, but no, apparently this was what was going to happen. These people were shot out of the sky, and now we had no way to get home, and we had to wait for another day until help could be arrived. And now, on the threat scale, it went to 0-100 very quickly. Nobody trusted each other like that. No one was friendly anymore, and we were all out for each other and ourselves.
The
Pilot
pilot died.
What do we do now?
Go! Run!
What the?
Nah,
Who's
bro.
throwing grenades?
I am the pilot now.
Who did that?
So now we got to the point where the tension has died down, and now we want answers, and we had figured that the one person that could be possibly responsible and behind everything was Emerald Lord, as he had gotten to the science base before anyone. He had gotten all the notebooks before anyone. And so we immediately made a plan to go and ask this guy a couple of questions.
I mean,
Very
it will be hella chaotic. It'll be
I
You know
have
who
been waiting
would know
for this day.
is
I've-
Emerald Lord. I say we take him hostage. Make him tell us.
Tell
You
us.
seem to know the most.
Okay.
Why do you know so much about the parasites, huh?
He found the book. That's how he knows.
Yeah, but he was so flesh.
He just decided to run off. Follow
The
me.
Ubisoft guy is seeming
I
to
think we
like
should kill
hit
him.
people.
He's just trying to kill everyone.
Shot me in the back of the head. Welcome.
We need to go.
No
shooting is not
a love letter.
Hey, knock off.
You know how I knew
Why is everything going wrong as soon as you spoke up?
I don't know.
Why'd you crash the helicopter?
Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?
He's working with what? A high
looks like a soldier.
parasite host.
I went out here. We need to go.
You're with them, Emerald.
Yeah, we need
You
to go.
crashed the plane, I bet.
What'd you do?
shooted us
You're
all.
with the government. He's with the government.
Emerald's been with us the entire time. He's good.
Crash the plane. Don't res him. Do
He did
not res
crash
him.
the- We've been watching. Run. Run.
I don't know what's happening.
Hold it. Hold it.
Oh wait, head back to base. Head back to base. Head back to base right now. Right now. Right now.
Tensions have risen to a whole different level. People are fighting each other here or there, shooting each other here or there. It's just absolute chaos. And to add on to that, parasites are showing up out of nowhere, gonna join in for a free meal. Now, me and Naomi saw all this happening and decided to run off into the woods after Emerald Lord. Now, of course, we ended up not being able to catch him, but soon enough, we would all get together, and then a massive parasite decided now would be a great time to go for some lunch. Also, there was some major arguing dialogue happening while we arrived.
Because no one wants to be in a parasite. Invasion.
Or maybe it's just
Nobody.
a cover, and that's why you guys helped Emerald take the plane down. I think that you guys are behind this whole conspiracy.
Guys,
and I'm
by the way-
tired
Why
of it.
would we? Tell me why. Tell me.
Hey, I have found that we've found 4 scientists so far. Where's the 5th, huh?
Exactly.
Emerald?
They're supposed to be
We don't know.
5,
Yeah.
and it's Emerald.
No.
How did Emerald run away?
Can I please have everyone's attention for a second?
It is.
Just
So
I'm just
Emerald's
saying,
so smart
I'm just saying. I
enough.
couldn't listen
Emerald is
to
so smart enough.
Someone want to take
This
the
is some
next
very juicy drama. Let's get out the board.
Can I please?
Listen, we've all played a pro tag event before. We know that there's people who are in the events that have special orders. So I think that Emerald Lord had some special orders.
Oh,
He
there's
just found all the books.
Parasite sounds.
Yeah, conveniently he found all the books.
I think he's still missing one though. Not all of them though.
Yeah, he's missing his own because he doesn't want to be outed. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Shoot him again.
the parasite thing was pretty funny, actually. That was really funny. I was lying. I was
You
laughing.
got hit by a parasite in the sky? Yeah, sure.
But we all
Because we're out of all of our
We all
render
saw it.
It didn't matter who you saw. You were all out of the render distance.
Can please?
Everyone on the plane.
Oh
my
God!
Holy
Kill it with fire!
Why me?
On me!
It's been an order, honey suit.
Oh my god!
That's me.
Drink the potions.
Run! That thing literally showed up out of nowhere and started squad wiping. There were so many people that had died to this thing that we had decided no matter what differences there were, we were going to just run away, survive, and then come back and revive them. Now, after we had run off to the woods and had safely got to talk with each other, some random dude shows up with the parasite chasing him and just tries to get it to get us. I got it for you. Alright. Let's try to wrap around and save Loco. I mean, not Loco. Protag, I think Protag's in the water.
Hey, one survivor, you can deal with him, right?
Oh god. Ah!
Oh no!
After everything had settled down, we demanded answers. We needed answers like right now, and the only person that has a possibility of having answers is the Emerald Lord. So we hunted him down, killed him, and then prepared to interrogate him.
Yeah, that's them.
There's Emerald to the left.
Yeah.
Let's get him. Let's get him.
Yeah, finally.
dogs of war.
No. Emerald, go back. Don't do it.
Ah, come back here, bro. I'm sorry. Be done. You can't escape this. I don't know. You did something wrong, apparently.
Nice.
I got him. Don't worry. You could never escape me.
You're being interrogated. Do not run.
Push up me.
We would trap the Emerald Lord in cobwebs, and then while everyone started asking him questions and the interrogation had finally began, I noticed in the distance that Gumrock and Dashing were killing a lot of people, and one of the names that I saw in the kill list was MI Genius, an old friend of mine that I knew I could not just stand there and let them kill him. Despite them being with Emerald Lord, I owed MI Genius something for saving my life and just being a friend with me in the beginning. So I went on over there to talk to Gumrock to leave MI Genius alone, and I even tried to convince Gumrock to leave Honey Soup alone as well. Yo, don't perma kill MI Genius. MI Genius is an old acquaintance of mine.
Hey, jump.
Scoot over
I'm gonna revive MI Genius, but
No,
I'm gonna trap
no,
them. I'm gonna trap them in cobwebs.
Don't res them.
They're my old friends. I
super-
have to. First person I met on the server. I have to stay.
But they support Emerald.
It's
Emerald's
fine.
behind all of
I will
this.
trap them
What
in the
did Emerald
cobwebs.
do?
Whatever
No.
we do with Emerald, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Gumrock, what did Emerald do?
Let me revive him.
Emerald's the
Gumrock.
scientist.
Gumrock.
He's the one behind all of this.
Oh, he started the parasite
I'm going
thing?
to revive
crashed
MI
our
Genius
original
and trap him
plane.
in the cobwebs. It's fine.
Did he say why or like
No,
what
we're trying to
what
find out.
justification?
Stay in here,
What
MI.
justification did he give?
Stay in
Nothing.
here.
We're not in any
Nothing.
factory. We're just observing.
Stay in the
Think
little.
We're just
about it.
observing.
Listen, Link,
We're a different
he's
Stay
known
here.
everything. He
Stay
found quote unquote all of the books,
All
Do
five.
not Gumrock.
Please.
Gumrock.
and he was the first one on that helicopter.
Please,
Dumb.
I didn't do
Dumb.
anything.
As your teammate, do not kill MI Genius. Don't.
Please.
Don't do it.
Is Honey
You can kill
associated?
anyone
Is
else.
Honey
I don't think
associated
we
with
cannot
them?
kill
Emerald.
that
Please,
person.
Honey's a good person.
They're in. It's fine.
They just want
do
to help.
only
Please.
exception.
Please, they're my
Not
friends.
res.
Guys,
That is
Honey's
the
a good
only
person,
exception,
please.
Gumrock.
Don't do
Understand.
this. We're
Am
just
I
we're
just
afraid of
survivor?
people like you.
She
You just fell on a
supports
plane.
Emerald.
Please
She's
don't let
also
me
my
die.
first friend.
Who gives a
Stayed
about
on the
Emerald,
server.
Please.
I managed to convince the entire team to leave MI Genius alone, and I even managed to convince them to let me revive Honey Soup and then trap them in a little box. I knew for now they were safe, but I also knew that my team was blood hungry and looking for someone to blame, and it looked like there wouldn't be much I could do if my team decided to attack them, because I don't think I can carry a 1v10 when my teammates have speed and jump boost. But despite that, I was still gonna try to keep MI alive. Just at least MI.
Alright,
Do
that's
not
what's coming over.
No,
touch
they just were
either
rezzing
one of
you
these
when we
people
told
Because they're
until
my
we
friend and they're a good person.
Genius, I fixed
So-
Genius, it's fine. They're
Protect-
alive.
You're a
They're
bad
alive.
person.
Protect-
You're working with
Come
Emerald.
on.
No.
Come on.
my team go
Shut
back
up.
to
Protect
the
says res them and wait for
He's a
he's gonna
good
come and
person
ask
too. I don't
questions.
understand why
Let
you
them
hate him
figure
for
out.
that.
Do not touch
He's gonna come
these
ask
people.
questions once they're asking Emerald questions, and then they come over here and ask questions in a
Please.
second.
But there's someone here, L, made us come here. This is not a coincidence. And
What
anybody
makes
who
you
thinks
think
it's a
that?
coincidence.
I'm just saying.
Because Emerald found all the books. He knows all the information. He was the
He's
first
a
one
really
on that
good
helicopter.
explorer.
Can we make a list
All
of
you
those?
do is come up with excuses for him.
Because he's
Can we
been with
make
us
a
most of the time. He
list?
didn't do anything. I'm confused. I don't understand why
Why-
you're
why?
assuming it's
Man,
him.
way to
Do you have any
touch up,
logic
dog.
or reasoning beyond just like, oh, it's
Make, like,
suspicious he has all the
16 of
books?
these.
I
I'm
gave
actually
my reasoning.
so-
You have
it's-
no. You're
Do you have this up for me or not?
I'm just confused. I want to understand Gumrock, but I'm not. Gumrock, I get you're scared. We're all scared. We don't want to die here, and it's starting to look like we might. I understand that, and you want to find a reason, somebody to blame, somebody to get mad
I
at.
should leave this
But it's
area.
not
You
gonna
think
fix
I'm
it.
witch hunting, L? You think
A little
I'm
bit,
witch
yeah.
hunting? No.
I would
Gumrock,
like to
we know
believe
who
you're
it is.
not, but like,
Gumrock,
What,
we know who
What?
it was.
Fine.
Come with
Who
me,
is
I
it?
know who it was. Come over here.
We went off into the distance to go and talk, and Dashing would bring up a pretty good point. One of Emerald's teammates named Pidgey was nowhere to be found, and so it was a possibility that it was Pidgey's fault, that Pidgey could be the one responsible for all of this.
Have a guess who's the one person that hasn't been seen since the accident?
Who?
Pidgey. Where's Pidgey been? Everyone else on the plane has been accounted for.
With that knowledge, we decided to go over to where Pidgey, MI Genius, Honey, and Emerald's base was, and when we went over there, we would meet MI Genius at that location, and we immediately demanded answers. We raided the base. We wanted everything we could get from these people.
I just got a book.
Yup.
They had a book in a chest.
Thank you, L.
please don't hurt us. We're good people. I swear, this is the we made with DJing before they died. Please.
If you know where Pidgey is, it would be for the best if you told me
I
where
really,
they
I
are.
really don't know. I said I
Well,
got
that
out the
brings
casing
you-
with Honey. We went back here. We didn't see Pidgey. Pidgey's
Okay.
missing.
Okay, I'll keep the note.
They knew. They had a book that literally outlines that they are spies or that they know of spies.
Wait, really?
Let's
Can I
go
see it?
though.
Yes.
Oh,
no, you know.
Welcome in Survivor, welcome in Survivor.
You're no longer.
You're
You
welcome in
have no
Survivor.
rights anymore.
We gotta save Gummy!
He's over here, he's over here.
Don't worry, I'll burn him.
While we go and save Gumrock's life, let me just remind you of a few things. Well, for now, we know that the Emerald Lord actually had a book confirming that he was a spy. This also brought everyone with attention to Emerald Lord's team, which meant that MI Genius could possibly be a spy and possibly know a little bit more about the parasites than she's letting on. This really did not go well with anyone involved. And so with this, tension had grown to a whole different level where someone was going to die. Now this is also when the players were really wanting to kill the members of the grotto, and I knew I had to stand up for them. I had to try to not get them to kill my friend and her teammates.
Back to Hashing, he found a book that literally outlines that the grottos are spies. Come on.
Look, man, I have a dog on my side now. We're
I am
chilling.
here. I have the book. I am here.
Okay, good. Okay,
Let's
good.
go back to the grotto. It's safer there.
I have the book.
Oh, Magma, you silly goose. That's not Magma.
That's my dog. No.
Okay, so murdering grotto members just became #1 priority.
Indeed.
Which includes L.
no,
I'm
no,
sorry,
no.
Survivor.
No, you are not
Survivor.
going to kill them. You are not going to kill them. They
You want to read the book?
They are literally day one friend. I've been with them the entire time.
You've been them half a day one, then you.
I
went
have
you
been.
don't know what
I've
they've
been with them
Anthony,
most
yo,
of
it's
day
good.
one. They were
Where did my gear go? It just
they helped me
disappeared.
on a lot of occasions.
Listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. I believe you, but I don't believe Pidgey. Pidgey's been missing.
Yeah, we don't believe Pidgey. If you can help us find Pidgey,
It's
I'll-
kind of
Pidgey-
weird. It's kind of weird.
We haven't
You
seen
can say.
Pidgey.
When's the last time you saw Pidgey?
Nobody
There is-
Remember the big giant boss thing that
Yeah,
killed everyone?
nobody interrupt.
I don't think we've seen Pidgey since. Have we, honey? I don't remember.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I got
Gumrock, that confirms everything. It looks like everything leads to Pidgey.
How does that confirm anything? I'm confused.
Pidgey.
Do you see
Because
how
you don't know anything.
Like,
You don't
No, I
know
don't,
anything.
but I want to understand.
There's a book here that's saying that they knew about the invasion, and Pidgey's the only one missing.
Can I please look at it?
As we interviewed the three of these people, I could hear in the background Gumrock just not believing them and wanting them to be killed. And even though at the end of the interview we said we believed them, I knew they didn't. And so I tried to reassure this team that everything was going to be okay, that I was going to try to do everything I could for them.
I found them when they were literally a hole in the wall.
Yup, I was just, we teamed up at like 10 minutes after the game started.
The thing about spies is that you'll never know if they are a spy or if they've been lying to you the whole time, so.
Exactly.
Look,
Let's
whatever
see.
happens, please keep an eye on Gumrock. He comes off as a little bit crazy to me. Like he's saying that like all these things about me and my friends. I know you guys say you believe us, but I don't think he does.
But wait, welcome, come here. Come here, real quick.
I will do my best to make sure I don't try to kill y'all. I promise.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I'll try.
Just Survivor, please look after yourself and don't die. Too many people have died up there.
I got you. All right, stay safe. Don't do anything bad while.
I have the balls.
Nothing on no one
I
died.
have the balls to do it if needed.
Yo, what's good?
Bye.
Alright, we gonna
Actually,
do
We
it?
take out the grot
Yo,
survivor
Dren, just
right
look
now.
Look at Dren.
Survivor.
What?
Are you staking your life on the grotto?
I don't understand. You can kill whoever, but just don't kill my genius. Is it really?
All right. Well,
Alright,
are you
hang on a second, hang on a
staking your
second.
life on them? If you're staking your life on them, you follow them to the grave.
I'm sorry.
It's a tough decision, you know. My genius has been with me the whole time.
Here's the thing, Survivor. So you want to keep MI Genius alive?
I want to keep my genius alive. That's what I want.
Okay,
them to
well,
live.
problem solved. Until we get more information, we execute the other two.
Alright.
Yes, that is
Alright,
fine.
man.
That's fine with me. I can't explain the sudden change of heart from wanting to kill all my enemies to suddenly caring about a team of 3. I guess at this point, I had thought to myself that I wanted to keep a piece of humanity still with me. If we killed everyone who we thought was the enemy, then what makes us different from the Parasites? And I watched completely hopeless, knowing there was probably more I could have done. Yeah, you're fine.
But they're good
Survivor,
people. Why?
Survivor, that's on you.
Yeah, you need to tell me anything important now. If there's
Look, I don't know.
If you
They were just good people. I swear, they didn't do anything.
They don't
don't
believe that. They don't believe anything.
Look,
that
I understand
else.
that. I want to understand. I want to help. I swear. I just don't know what would it.
Oh, there he is.
Okay. This is what is going to probably be for bed. You are going to stick with me for the rest of this event. I'm going to be watching you the entire time. If you do happen to be a spy, I will be put up for it and I will be killed. Do you understand?
I don't want to get you killed, Survivor.
All right. You need to promise me that you know nothing. Right now, you need to promise me right now.
Okay, as far as I know, I don't know anything. Like, I don't even know what I would know. I don't even know what I know.
Yeah, you see
like, what would be something important to know? I don't know if any...
or Pidgey mention anything that could be important to this whole thing.
The only thing I can remember that was like kind of sus was Emerald said he knew of a way to get off of the thing. Like, he was very adamant about getting off, but like that's like normal, I think, kind of. I don't know. He said he knew of a way to get off for sure, but he wouldn't tell us. I thought that was weird. I don't know.
Does he have any like secret stashes or anything that we could use?
No. Pidgey had like a chest, but they already know how to unlock that. I told them how to unlock that in the base. That's it.
Okay.
Once you're done is very.
You're certain?
Nothing I can think of from the top of my head. No.
Okay. I'm relying on you. All right. You need to understand. We can't save them. They are going to be killed. There's nothing we can do. I know, but there's nothing. The good people sometimes just they don't end up making it.
They're good people, I swear.
There's no way these people know, and it's how they are going. There's nothing we can do. They are probably going to be killed. After my talk with MI, Emerald Lord would show up and we would trap him once again to interview him, and this time something extremely different had happened.
Is it just us? I don't know.
I guess so.
Your home, I guess. I don't know. Good. Now pay attention.
The blood of my friends, yeah.
I wouldn't move.
Technically, your blood of your friends are outside.
What is that?
This is a little button that I have that just so happens to be connected to quite a lot of explosives all around this island.
I knew you had something to do with it, Emerald.
Now, listen to me before you start spouting out any more nasty little words towards me, okay? We cannot leave. If there is no cure, there is no savior, there is nothing from this infection. If we leave, death will swallow the world. So, I need your help. I need everyone's help here. Singe the world. We need to make sure that whatever this thing is, it doesn't get out. And there's no way I can be sure that this thing in my hand actually does that. So, I need your help, and everyone else's, to completely remove life from this place.
Now, Emerald Lord, after saying what he had said, we had got everyone together at his location to all discuss this matter at hand.
This remote is my hand.
I'm not gonna lie.
Explosives on this island. I will push this button now and let you holster all of your weapons.
What does it do?
This is connected to bombs all over the island, in all of the places. I was here researching this parasite when I first came here. I do what I do for the sake of humanity. I do what I do so that people can lay in their bed at night and rest simple. A sacrifice of the few for the many.
No. Let me ask some questions. Alright, I want to ask you a couple of questions. You're going to answer them in the best way possible. What are your intentions here? What do you want out of this?
I can answer that for you, Dashing. He wants to kill all of us. He just told me that.
Okay. Why do you want to kill all of us?
Because if any of us get out of it, we're all borderline infected. We are all infected. From the food we've eaten, to the grass we've sniffed, to whatever else you've done. I don't know what Magma's done. He's probably eaten dirt at some point. I don't know.
I got a question though. What if you're bluffing?
Why would I've been here since day one? I was a researcher here. I breathe this parasite.
Right now.
I've been here since day one.
I know, but right now this could be for your life. Right now you know that your life is. You've been killed multiple times. Right now you know that your life is you're possibly gonna die.
Okay then, hero. Take that fucking bet. You think I'm bluffing? You think I'm bluffing, Sunshine? You think I won't blow this entire place to Kingdom Come for the sake of everyone that I hold dear?
What's that called?
That's a sentry remote. That's a sentry remote access thing. That's not a detonator.
I've been dying over and over and over again, and I've been rising from the
Well,
dead.
that's just a skill issue. You need to do better.
I will push this button and kill all of us, Sunshine.
That's not cool.
No, because you need to listen to me. Because what's going to happen is this. We all need to die for the betterment of humanity.
I have a question. How do you know not the rest of the world is already infected?
Because if you've actually paid attention and read the journal, it
I
doesn't.
haven't seen any.
It perforates the cells. It perforates the cells through your skin. All of us here, all of us now are infected with this parasite. It's only a matter of time.
But I haven't been killed by one.
It doesn't matter.
What?
You've eaten food here, have
Here's
you not?
the thing.
No.
I know one thing for sure right now.
I grew a potato I brought with me.
Law-wise, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we do. You're gonna press that button either way.
I'm not going to press this button. I need you all to make sure that these things can survive explosions.
You've made it quite clear. You're gonna press that button either way.
No,
No matter
I've said
what
I will
happens.
press the button if you attempt to harass me again. All I'm saying now is I need all of you gathered together, and I need you to rip each other to shreds.
Can I ask a question? So you said the parasites are like immune to explosions, but we have to all die to stop the spread of parasites?
We need to
How does
stop.
that
We
work?
need to stop the spread. We need to stop the spread, and by that, it means that no one can go home.
Were you ever our friend?
Some part of me deep down wants to say I was, but I think after years of isolation, it's really hard to tell what a
How
friend
long
is.
were you even here for?
Can you?
Emerald.
Can you maybe we can find a cure? Maybe
There is
you're
none.
scientists.
Every single researcher that I've known, these were the brightest minds of the Russians. They found.
You're
nothing.
Russian?
Well,
They
it's
all
the
died.
Russians. Come on now.
Of course it's
Okay,
the
that's a
Russians.
bit of an low blow, man. Low blow.
Says the guy holding a nuclear detonator. I don't hear about
Ironic.
low
I'm
blow.
not
Ironic.
Oh, what? Yeah.
The reality is, do you want to go home and infect your families, though?
Guys, come on. It's not
Are you
hard.
willing to
Are you
kill your
saying
own
you're
family,
with him?
looking them in the
I'm
eyes, they
saying
twist and
no.
console
I'm
you?
saying he
about
has a
his
valid point.
Like sort of like.
There's no
like a-
cure. There's nothing.
I
It's
didn't say
in
cure.
all of us.
I didn't say
Okay.
cure. I just said a way to make sure you don't spread it to other people, which is a cure. You still have it in you, but like you have it like, you get it to where it's benign. Like it's not a cure.
There
It's
is,
still
there is
there.
nothing. There is no fixing this. We are all too fucked.
Maybe
Yeah,
we get
and
more
then doom.
resources.
How many more millions of
scientists.
other families must you witness die
hold
before
on
you
a
were
second.
happy?
We can't trust him. He's holding a nuclear detonator. He's begging for his life, and he's
I'm not
lied
begging for
to
my
us
life. I'm just
before.
saying. I'm not begging for my life. I'm begging for the
You
life of
lied
humanity.
before, you'll lie again.
I have a question. If we're all infected, why
I'm
none of
tired
us?
So after having a lovely chat with the Emerald Lord, we had decided that it was time that we were going to end this guy's life. But for some reason, he kept coming back to life, and people would throw blame here, there, and this even involved me dying. I hate my team so much. I was eventually revived, but the Emerald Lord would escape, and he was out there somewhere with a nuclear detonator. Now we had no idea where he was, and so we decided to run back to our bases and prepare, but before that, I had to say goodbye to MI Genius. I had a really stressful day. Putting yourself on the line for someone else's life is something that just hits different. And then, as soon as we had arrived in our base, I had learned the terrible truth that all of my dogs had become parasites. So not only did I fail MI Genius's team, but all of my dogs were now dead and had killed each other and had become parasites.
Oh my god, all of them are parasites.
Oh god.
Oh, they're all parasites.
No! We gotta kill these dogs.
The sheep.
Oh, did my
Oh
dogs
my
turn parasites now?
Ah, his head. All your dogs are dead.
Oh no! After I had lost my dogs, only a little while later, I would read in chat that my dear friend MI Genius would end up dying. They didn't have any teammates, which meant that they were all alone, which meant that a parasite easily singled her out, killed her, and she had died alone. Eventually, our base would get overflooded with parasites, and so we decided to move in with Protagonist as he lived in the safest base on the server. And when we were here, I had a lot of time to think to myself. As I was in this bunker, I got to think more and more on my situation, and I just thought about how much of a failure I was. How much I could have done to save MI Genius and her team, or how much I could have done to just save MI Genius, but instead, I kinda just let it all happen. And after I lost my dogs, I had nothing. I mean, sure, I had the team, but at this point, I didn't see them as my team anymore. I mean, they were literally gonna throw me out of the window. They were gonna get rid of me if I didn't comply to them, if I didn't listen to them, if I didn't submit to them. They were gonna all gang up and kill me. They weren't my teammates. They didn't see me as a friend the whole time. In fact, they just were using me, and that is how I felt, because I am the most skilled player out of our whole group, and no matter what I did, they wouldn't listen to me. They just ignored me or shrugged me off, and I decided that I would go to the only person who would actually listen to something I had to say. And maybe the whole time he wasn't wrong, because the reality is that it's a 50-50. If we go home, do I really want to see my friends infected with this virus? Or do I just want to stay behind and sacrifice for the world? Before I left, I wanted to have one more chat with Welcome, maybe a reinsurance that I was gonna do the wrong thing, but I never got that chance. And so here I am with the Emerald Lord, and instead, he gave me the reinsurance that by doing this, I was avenging MI Genius's things. I was avenging MI Genius, and that made me feel like I had finally done the right thing in this event. The Emerald Lord would tell me that we were going to head out for a supply drop, and I knew just in the back of my head that I was going to have to fight my friends, that I was going to have to fight them until I died, because in reality, they never really cared. They were just going to kill me mercilessly anyways. I didn't have anything left. I had nobody. So, might as well go out doing one of the things that I know how to do best. Swinging a sword around and just praying one last time.
Change the world and I'd still be a mess. It's too late, too late, too late, too late. Slide down the rooftop. Slide down the rooftop. It's too late, too late, too late, too late. You'd have to rebuild me from the ground up. From the ground up. It's too late, too late, too late, too late. Slide down the rooftop. Slide down the rooftop.
And just like that, it was over. I enjoyed this event a ton, and now I have a bit of a few mental issues. Thank you guys very much for watching, and if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and also be sure to check out Welcome and Protagonist's video, and I will see you in the next one.
Slide down the rooftop. Slide down the rooftop. Come back tomorrow. No, I might admit I wanted you to stay.